Crappy duty. So your books are not selling. We all have felt that, and it's a tremendous pain that no one deserves to have. But in this video is going to save your life, because I'm going to share with you 5 little tricks that will help further on your books to sell a lot better. So keep on there, let's get it going. Howdy ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, this is going to be an awesome video like always, and my name is Alexo, and I talk about self-publishing on my YouTube channel. Anyway, in this video I'm going to talk about what you can do so your books will sell in the future, and why your books are not probably selling at the moment in Kindle, Amazon. So let's turn on to the screen and let's see what exactly is happening with your book. So let's go. So first things first, you chose a non-profitable or too competitive niche. This is something that a lot of people usually, especially when they are starting out, they just get wrong. And I'm going to explain more on Amazon. Let's go to Amazon, and I'm going to explain the difference of where you shouldn't publish books. For instance, over here, this is business. This is a way too competitive niche. You can easily see this. I'm using KD Spy. This is a software I recommend for you to check out because it's extremely useful and cheap. And you can easily see that most books have a huge amount of reviews. This is books that belong to authors. They have a lot of people following them and purchasing their books. And as a publisher, it is extremely hard for you to publish a business book focusing on this particular keyword, business, and make money, because it is hard for you to get this huge amount of sales that these books are having, and also reviews. You can see that most books have a lot of reviews. So you don't want to publish a book on over competitive niche. You always want to have some competition, okay, some competition, because that means that if you have some competition, it means that customers are in fact searching for those books on Amazon and they are purchasing it because other people are already publishing books related to that specific book topic. The other thing is also publishing books on keywords that simply aren't profitable. For example, over here, carrot garden seeds. Once again, once I go to KD Spy, you can see over here that most books, you can see based on the sales rank, that these books, most of them are selling poorly. The sales ranks are very bad, and these books are basically not selling at all. And when you see a similar sales rank, you simply don't want to publish your book over there because it simply won't make money. So this is the things that you need to pay attention. Then again, what you need to improve. You need to improve your keyword strategy and also analysis, okay? You need to improve in the sense of being able to find other types of keywords that make money and also have fewer competition. This takes practice. It takes you also to have the right strategies when it comes to this, okay? Everything that I explained in my course called Self-Publishing Money Machine. If you want to check out my course, once again, you got a link right below in the description from this video. Anyway, let's get to the point number 2. Your cover design simply sucks peanuts, okay? There's nothing good about this. I already made videos talking about this. You can watch my other videos. Once again, you can click on that little eye on the top or whatever, and you can watch my other video where I explain what makes a good cover and what makes a bad cover, and you want to just avoid having a bad cover. And I get all of my cover designs made on Fiverr, and it's the place where I recommend for you to get your book covers, okay? Now, that doesn't mean that you just want to go for the first cover design that you get from someone who you paid $5, because that cover design may not be good. This is one of the most important steps, is getting a good cover design, because most customers decide whether if they are going to purchase your book or not based on the cover alone. And having a great cover helps your book sell tremendously better on Amazon, so don't get lazy when it comes to this. You can also follow my other strategy, which I explain throughout other videos, which is simply going to Fiverr. You get 2 to 3 people, different people on Fiverr, to make a cover design for the same book. And once you get those 2 to 3 covers, you choose the best one for your book. Okay, what do you need to improve? Stop designing your cover if that's the case. If you're designing your own covers and you just don't have, it's not just having good skills with, for example, with Photoshop or something. I mean, I've been using Photoshop for a very long time, since I was like 12 years old, and I don't make my own covers nowadays, because it also takes you having a good understanding of how to contrast your background, getting a good image for your background if that's the case, and it depends on a lot of factors. So if you're not experienced when it comes to making covers, then don't do them, because it may also be one of the factors that is stopping your books from selling better on Amazon. And once again, use my cover design strategy, the one I already explained, and at which I explained in other videos. Your book description is a bland review. This is something that a lot of people get wrong, especially if you're getting your descriptions done from the same ghostwriter company. A lot of people go to a ghostwriter company, they order their book, and also sometimes you have the option of getting a description from your ghostwriter company. The problem is the person who is writing the content for your book, they are writers. It's kind of different from a copywriter. A copywriter knows how to write in a way that entices people to purchase your products, in this case your book. And you don't want to get a description, which often you get from your ghostwriter company, which is basically a review of your book where they just explain the content in your book. That doesn't really help your book to sell better on Amazon. So what you need to improve, your book's description should trigger your customers' emotions, okay? People need to read your book description, and it needs to kind of make them want to purchase your book, and that requires copywriting skills. And it should, for example, provide bulletin points explaining your book's benefits rather than explaining the content that people will get once they purchase your book. So what you want to have is bulletin points explaining, once someone gets your book, how it will change and impact their life in a dramatic way. And the whole description really needs to be crafted in a way that really triggers your customers' emotions, and it kind of pushes people to purchase your book rather than a boring ass review of your book. You don't have a launching plan. A lot of people think, especially if they don't know what they are doing, because a lot of people watch my videos and they think that, okay, I watched a video from Jordan Alexo or from someone else on YouTube, I'm ready to pump ass and start publishing books on Amazon. And the problem is that they kind of forget that they need to have a launching plan. They need to have a launching plan. I don't publish books anyway, okay? I publish books to make money, and I make my best whenever I publish a book. I make my best to make that book sell on Amazon, and for that I need to have a launching plan. First, I always have a way to get reviews set in place before I actually launch that book, because once I launch my book, I want to immediately start getting reviews on that book from day number 1, okay? And the reason I want to get immediate reviews has fast as possible is because book reviews help your book sell a lot better on Amazon, because whenever someone goes to a book, they see a couple of reviews, it just builds trust, it just makes people want to get your book. The other thing is a plan to sell as many copies as possible during the first 30 days when you launch your book. That first month is extremely important, and you want to get as many sales as possible. This requires you having a good understanding when it comes to using, for example, Amazon advertisement for your book to help your book sell a lot better, and also other ways to promote your book in several websites out there. So when you launch your book, you really need to have an idea of what you're going to do during your first month to get reviews and as many sales as possible, so your book keeps on selling well for the next months that come later, okay? The fifth thing and the last thing I want to talk about is low quality content. This happens especially if you notice that you publish a book and probably initially you do things right and it's selling kind of well, but you notice that after a while what happens is you start getting some negative reviews and your book just kind of falls from the cliff and nobody is buying your book anymore. Often this has to do with the quality of your book. And sometimes what people get wrong is it doesn't mean that your book has like misspelling in its content. It doesn't mean it has phrases that are grammatically incorrect. But bad content may be simply the fact that your content is just way too generic. It's just way too boring, and it's something that your customers can simply go to Google and they can search for content that is similar on several websites. And that is bad content, because you want to have content that people simply can't make a search and easily find it all over the internet. And usually this happens is you just don't have a good outline, okay? A lot of people get lazy when it comes to writing their outline, and if you don't know what an outline is, it's basically a set of instructions that you are going to send to your team of writers so they know exactly the type of content that you want in your book. This is something that you should spend some time. You should analyze what your customers in your niche want when it comes to content, and you should provide all of this information in your outline. Usually my outlines that I send to my team of writers have about 800 words or more, so it's like let's say it's similar to a blog post where I explain everything that I want in the content of my book when it comes to what customers want, what they are searching for when it comes to that particular niche, how to resolve my customers' problems, and I want all of that information included in my book. The other thing is, sometimes it happens, because it already happened to me, is in fact, okay, you have a great outline, but still people are complaining about the content of your book because it just is poorly written. If that is the case, if you have content that has phrases that are grammatically incorrect, it has misspelling, then you know what, it's time for you to change to a new ghostwriter company. The one I use is the Urban Writers. It's no secret, I use the Urban Writers. They provide great content for a decent price. I recommend for you to check them out. Okay, that is all for this video. I hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions related to self-publishing or both this video, don't be shy. Leave your questions right below in the comment section. Also, if you are still struggling with self-publishing, you would like to get to your first $1,000 per month with self-publishing and keep scaling that business like madness, like craziness, and selling your books like hotcakes, then make sure to check out my newest course called Self-Publishing Money Machine. Got a link right below in the description from this video. Also leave a thumbs, subscribe to my YouTube channel so you keep on receiving similar content on a weekly basis. That is all for now. Stay tuned with Alexo, and bye.